Hey you guys, DangerousThing here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another episode of Boom Beach. I'm not feeling too beachy today, so I'm reporting to you from my bedroom in my pajamas, and hopefully you are not going to be too hard of a critic. So today I'm going to show you guys an attack that an operation that my task force completed yesterday. We're actually in the middle of another task force operation right now, and if you remember in the last video, in my last Boom Beach video, I've mentioned that perhaps my team and I could do a task force up together where we basically just do one troop combo only. So I was going to ask you guys to vote and tell me whether or not you wanted to be all Grenadiers, all tanks, all Zookas, all whatever. Obviously we can't do all medics. So yeah, I was gonna announce that and talk to my task force about it, but in between the video going live, we did another task force up. And get this, I was just scrolling through all of the attacks, and we took it down. We got 540 out of 540 points, and so what I did is I looked into the troop combos that people attacked with, and the overwhelming majority of my task force members opted in this time for Hooka combo. So what I thought was really interesting, I actually did a calculation and I wrote it down in a notepad right here. 9 attacks were done with Hooka combo. We had 3 attacks of Grenadiers and a few attacks with tanks and medics and tanks and Scorchers for those players that already do have Scorchers. So that was really cool and really interesting. We did not coordinate this. It just so happened that somehow we all, during this op, decided that Hooka is the best combo. And perhaps it also is because certain operations, certain base layouts, make us all come to that conclusion. So not at all planned, but nonetheless super interesting. And so I was thinking of showing you a few really cool highlights, and I guess I really don't have much to say. We rocked it out once again, so everything was completed flawlessly, and what I wanted to show you was, and I know it's a little egotistic or narcissistic for me to start with my own attack, but let me show you this. I'm gonna show you the replay of this battle, and then you will decide and comment below and tell me what emotion do you think I experienced after this was over. I'm gonna just be completely quiet. I do not want to hear my own voice towards the end of this attack. If a few people actually have attacked it before me, and full disclosure, the health of the core was pretty high up there, so I also used Hooka combo, deployed my troops. I'm gonna go and speed it up to 4, show you. I threw the shock screen right there to make sure that we last for as long as possible, and then little by little my troops were getting wiped out. I ran out of GBE and basically was just relying purely on my troops, and I threw a smoke screen on them, which I think was a huge mistake at the time. And then look at that, the machine gun is just spraying the bullets, and then one Zooka is left standing. And this is where I go quiet. Just watch yourself and you'll see. Do you see how little of the core energy was left? I had one Zooka left standing. One tiny little fragile Zooka. And look at that. I was so close. I mean, I was so very close. You could literally take down the entire core after my attack just by throwing a barrage. And I sat there, my mouth wide open. I was just so shocked. I surely thought I had it. Now, had I not thrown that smoke screen, perhaps a few more of my, heavies could have soaked up the heat and not, destroyed so many of my Zookas. Had I if I had one more Zooka standing, I am sure I would have had that op down and I would have taken down that core, but with only one Zooka left, I did not succeed. And so I sat there just dumbfounded for, you know, I would say good 30 seconds or so, and I was like, I wish I boosted up my troops. I wish I boosted up my GBE. I wish I boosted up my troop damage. I wish I boosted up my troops' health. Because if I did, I would have had it in the pocket. But I was too stingy at the time. I only had 2 power powders left, and I was saving them up because I am, as you know, as you're aware, trying to clear up my map so I can get to 400 VP and I can open up my TF to 50 people. So I basically cheaped out on power powder, and it caused me in the end losing this beautiful operation where I had all the chances, or would have had all the chances of taking it down. So that's enough of pity party here, because I definitely felt pretty sad after that. I'm just gonna show you, as always, the highlights. So here is yet another combo, and I suppose this is not pure Hooka because we also have riflemen there, but generally he took down this base. All of the defense buildings and mini cores were taken down on the left side, so the only thing he has to worry about really are just these rocket launchers, because they're going to start hitting up his troops, and of course these shock launchers. So he throws a shock on shock launchers, soaks up the damage from rocket launchers, and takes it down. So easy peasy, beautiful job, nice done. Nicely done. And that was Paradox. We then had Massakraha, who also used a Hooka combo. Surprise, surprise! And he took down Bloatware. I suppose that's how you pronounce it. Now, this was one of the easier bases because it only had 68 OP victory points, but nonetheless you got the score that is protected by mortars, and at this level mortars are just deadly. I also love to watch them in slow-mo when they drop the shell. Yeah, drop the shell. I think they're pretty cool looking. And he actually dropped the critters in the middle of the attack and took down the core pretty fast, pretty easy, with few casualties, but nonetheless he brought home the victory. Now this is the owner who takes it down with Grenadiers. I've mentioned to you that we had 9 Hooka attacks and 3 Grenadier attacks. So I know a lot of you guys don't love Grenadiers. I personally do like them a lot, especially when you attack real-time player bases. And based on their design, you can almost certainly, you know, look at them and say, I think this could be a really good Grenadier base. And I've definitely gotten a few of those down with very minimal casualties. And look at that, they're just going, you know, going hamster. I'm tired of saying going ham, so I'm just gonna say going hamster on the power core and taking it down like it's no big deal. He regroups them pretty quickly so he can stay away from the damage of the RLs up above the power core, and then just like that it eventually is going to go down, because at this point nothing's hitting them up. The boom cannons are way too far, the sniper towers were way too far. He regroups them so he's outside of the zone of the damage of the rocket launchers, so totally easy peasy. Beautiful. I almost feel like saying cover girl, but this is not a beauty channel, so easy peasy beautiful boom beach attack. Okay, and then we had 2 more bases to take down, which 5-3ID Destroyer. I'm sure he has some sort of an idea of how to properly pronounce it, but I don't know it. I'm gonna chat him and figure out how to pronounce it. He also goes for a Hooka combo, but with medics. So medics, I don't know. We should come up with a cool name for a combination of heavies, Hookas, and medics. Drop a comment below if you have a witty one that you are thinking of, and I will make sure to use it, especially if it's funny. That would be great. So that is Commander, the base that I showed you guys in the very beginning of this video that I failed to take down because I only had 1 Zuka left and I ran out of time. If I had like a couple more seconds or 1 extra Zuka, I'm sure I would have gotten it down, but I didn't have much time, and so he basically went ahead and finished what I started. And then we have Flo, who finished up the Mercury base with Grenadiers and Medics. So it is now a second attack that features Grenadiers in this operation, which I feel like it is unusually more than we usually see, if that makes any sense, because I'm being super redundant. But typically I don't see as many Grenadier attacks in my operations, and so this is really kind of like, you know, apple to my eyes, because it's not music to my ears. I really, like I said, I enjoy Grenadiers. I really don't think they're horrible. I think in good numbers, I mean, look at them, they're just going crazy there. I think they're great in good numbers, especially if they're higher level and if you have higher level medics, so they can, you know, keep them patched up, because obviously the you know, the target, they're not that great. Like, they don't hit the target with very good precision. They just kind of throw the grenades around and that's it. But hey, in high numbers, they are pretty deadly. And yeah, that was it for the Operation Sour Grapes. We are, like I said, are also in the middle of a Sour Grapes OP right now, and I have yet to restructure my base after the Hammerman attack, which I probably should do because I just got my base raided. Again by a Grenadier and Medic combo, because basically I didn't rearrange my base, and I know it is super easy now because I have saved base layouts since it came out in the last update, but I've just been super slammed at work, and I have negated my Boom Beach account today, which cost me a pretty penny in terms of loot, so I was just devastated when I looked at my account and saw that I got raided. But then again, I also defended my base successfully today after this one, after this attack, and got two task force intelligent maps. Why? No. I got two, yeah, task force maps, intels, and then I got 5 diamonds, which I didn't have any problems with. That was pretty lovely, and I'm just gonna go ahead and show you this attack here. And I don't know if you guys have noticed it, but I've sneakily placed a shock launcher right over there, and I think that actually is what was kind of the end of this attack, in addition to this rocket launcher here just totally going ham or hamster on the troops. At this point, they're getting hit up by sniper towers on both sides, but they're also getting hit up pretty hard by the rocket launcher. And I think my rocket launchers are level 4 based on the design, and so he had 1 medic left, tried to run away, but I got him. So that is it basically. And please do drop a comment below in this video and let me know what you want our next task force operation to look like in terms of what troops we should attack with. So whether you want it to be all riflemen, all Zookas, all heavies, all Grenadiers, you get the gist. Please don't say all Scorchers, because we have a few team members, including myself, that don't have Scorchers just yet. So drop a comment below, let me know what you want the combo to be, and I am gonna go ahead and take it to my task force folk and make sure that we do go through with it on the next OP, so I can bring you guys an awesome video. Whether or not we're gonna get all the OP points is yet to be seen, because we all know that if you pick a tricky combo, we may not be very successful, and we'll have to be quite ingenious and use our ingenuity in the attack, but that's what makes the game super fun. So let me know in comments below what you want the combo to be, and I'm gonna try to bring it your way in a few days. Until next time, Dangerous Thing is out.